I'm Sapurik, and welcome to weekly SUNNI-AI, your weekly numerological energetic update for the week of February 4th, 2019. Okay, well, now we have a 13 frequency this week. 13 is the number of death and transformation. I feel like I'm bringing everybody down, but actually, it's actually a very beautiful, powerful number, and maybe some of us who aren't so familiar with numerology get a little bit afraid of the 13 or think it's unlucky, and there's all kind of like um, bad like vibes, let's just say, around the number 13. And we're here to change that. It's actually the number of transformation. And so what happens is that in our process, very simply, we die. There's a cyclical process, right? Life, death, life, death, life, death. Things die, and they even die in your life. You even have life cycles in your life. You graduate from like certain stages in childhood and in adulthood and in elderhood, and eventually you leave the body. And if you believe like I do, you come back into a body. We'll save that for another topic, another day. But for our purposes this week, it's asking us to let go deeply of something and someone, or maybe several things, in order for you to move forward. And I find that when I was younger, letting go kind of was easier because we didn't have all the social technology, the social media and the technology. So you could just move and no one would have your number or no one would know where you were, and you could really just kind of leave things. They were complete and done. And with the social media, I find it's harder sometimes, more challenging to let things go because we always are staying interconnected. So one has to really like maybe work a little bit harder to kind of finalize and complete things. And oftentimes things really actually do need to let go. Maybe you need to change your phone number. I have a very good friend who just did that in order to kind of break the next energy cycle. And it also gives you a numerological upgrade to the next chapter vibrationally in your life. And those vibrations, they actually can't sort of get at you, let's say. They can't kind of penetrate you unless you're in more command of it, unless you actually go and allow those people to come in. It allows you to reset at a whole different level. And this week is a very powerful week. We have a new moon, we have Mercury retrograde, and there is a very large Uranus transit. And so, not that I'm an astrologer, but we do tap into the planetary shifts. So, it would be my suggestion that if there's anything for you to let go of, kind of try to do that in the next few days and go deep into the new moon and just release, because the shifts are going to happen right around that time, and it's going to ask you right after that and into the next week to start to take steps to like into your next version of yourself, into your next cosmic vision of yourself. um, you just want to do that because if you stay stuck in this is the part about the 13 that can be tricky, because you might feel betrayed. You don't want to let something go. And you can see it from a perception of, why is this happening to me? I don't really want to have to do this. And so many of us can stay in a victim mode. And if you stay there because you're resisting the change, then it's going to be all that much more painful for you to move forward, and actually kind of impossible to move forward. So whatever you have to do to kind of cut some of these, to cut some of the things of your past that are no longer useful for you, but you're just kind of being lazy and letting them kind of come in, or you're still kind of playing them out. You really want to go deep in the new moon, decide what it is, and really cut it and move on. If you need to grieve, cry, do it. allow yourself to move through the emotions, and then that's where the 13 is beautiful. It will give you the transformation. You will see things from a completely and entirely new regenerative perspective. Okay, I'm Subpudik, and this is Weekly SUNNI-AI, and we'll see you next week.